Jim and Terry Show. Alien abduction. Demons. The realm of the spiritual, the metaphysical, the new age. Demon possession. What is alien abduction, the phenomenon? Close encounters of the third kind? Is that too much to probe? You're going to take it away at some point, Jim. We were watching this episode. I can put a link in the description. UFO researchers exposes what was left out of congressional testimonies, and I think what they're going to go on about. This is a Christian interviewer. The other fellow is from MUFON, and that's why I pulled that up for you. MUFON is the Mutual UFO Network. They're sort of the be-all and end-all of people who are informally networking to try to say, can we figure stuff out for ourselves? Mm-hmm. And the discussion is it aliens, as in off-world, or is it spiritual? And that's what these guys are talking about. So that's what I'm curious about. And you had the great question, and you phrased it so well, too. I wonder. That's a great opening. I love that. That opens things, opens conversation instead of I know. That says, okay, well, there's pretty fixed. Yeah. But I wonder. And the question regarding alien abductions is I wonder if Christians can be abducted.
Yeah, because personally up till this point, I've been trying to pay attention and I haven't seen that. I haven't seen any Christians be abducted. And I don't know if that's a fact. You just type in Christian abductions or something, But that's what my question was. I wonder if Christians have been abducted. And I've been thinking that a long time.
I love when you do a Google search now that you get the AI view first.
All right.
AI is telling you. So they're scouring whatever Google's AI is. There's no information about whether Christians are more or less likely to be abducted by aliens than other people. But here's some information about alien abductions and Christianity. The exact number of people who claim to have been abducted by aliens is unknown, but some studies estimate that 5 to 6% of the overall population have made such claims. So we don't know. There's not enough research. There you go.
We just something I wondered
Jim
about.
and Terry Show, we have a mission now. Find out how many Christians have been abducted.
That guy with the beard, he became a Christian after, I think I think his partner, his girlfriend or his wife, I'm not sure, said, I thought you were open-minded, because she handed him the Bible and he said, nah, we said we weren't going to talk about that. And she said, yeah, but you said you were open-minded about researching everything. So he grabbed it, and long story short, became a Christian. So that's why he's on this guy's show as a Christian.
Well, this guy that we're talking about is from a podcast called Daily Dose of Wisdom.
Yeah.
And his guest here, I don't know his name, but he is from the MUFON network.
Yeah.
So that's the whole question. Now, if we accept that you can have fighters from aircraft carriers in San Diego or in the East Coast, the Atlantic side, from whatever the Norfolk, Virginia naval base is, and you get all these experienced technical people getting these radar blips and tracking them so they're locking on with targeting systems. Something's there. The question is what?
Oh, it's there. That's what I'm glad you went there, because I was going to say the bottom line is there's something there.
And we have 2 congressional investigations.
Well, and it's been going on for over 70 years with billions probably of dollars spent in investigating.
Project Blue Book with the original one.
All of them, and they still can't come out and just say, oh, it's all bull. Because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they've got their ships are being buzzed and nuclear silos being shut off and turned on. I don't know what it is, Terry, but I think the bottom line is it's there. Now, what's frustrating to humanity, I think, and might be contributing to the mental breakdown of Americans, is, for Pete's sakes, tell us something.
Yeah.
Like, just say, yes, definitely something there. Yes, their technology's above ours, but rest assured, they, for 1,000 years, have not been shown any way, in any shape, form, they're going to interfere with it is what we're doing. So, okay, so you're not crazy.
But
it's
isn't
there.
an alien abduction a form of interference?
Oh, I do.
Well, then I would not want to be.
Yeah, I do believe
Yeah,
that. Yes.
I don't want that. So somebody tell us what is going on. So this guy's interesting because he said, well, there's nobody helping these people who make claims of abduction.
Yeah.
Nobody, except there were some people in the New Age movement in that realm of experience or spirituality that's non-Christian based, that's beyond, and offering help in terms of counseling or therapeutic treatments or past lives regression, memory regression, and all that stuff. But there's nobody outside of that area. So he's kind of curious, and I would wonder, if the source is, as you would say, demonic, therefore evil.
Well, possibly
then,
demonic,
if possibly,
or angelic, I don't know.
Well, there you go. I don't know.
But I can't see an angel sticking something up somebody's butt, so I can't see that.
Or
But
pain being inflicted.
well, an angel doesn't need to know anything about the human.
No.
He'll just get it off of his boss, God. So, no, it really can't be angels if it's to do. And most angels, if they're going to encounter you, tell you flat out, first thing they say is, don't be afraid. If it's all true. Okay.
Wouldn't a deceptive demon say that? Don't worry.
They don't say anything.
They don't say anything. Angels don't talk? I mean, demons don't talk?
Well, they apparently telepathically do. And
but angels actually have lips that move?
Don't seem to. I think so, but I haven't heard anybody ever that's scripturally encountered an angel that they said, but his lips weren't moving or whatever. So I'm not quite sure about that. But
do demons speak? AI from Google. Yes, demons are said to speak in a variety of ways, including low-pitched guttural voices, foreign languages. Show more. In Dungeons and Dragons, demons speak a language called Abyssal, an infernal language. Okay. The term demon comes from the Greek word daimon.
Yeah, usually demons, though, when they're talking they're talking about a demon speaking through the vocal box of a human. You know what I mean?
Oh, like demon possession, like
yeah. that kind of thing.
That's not bad. I'm beginning to wonder.
But
how about the opposite? Do angels speak? Yes, angels speak, but they do so in ways that are different from how humans speak. Angels communicate through an act of will, not through sounds or gestures. Wow.
I didn't know that.
They primarily converse with God. But remember, this is AI, so I don't know what it's been programmed to scour.
I don't know.
Is it programmed to scour biblical sources as well?
Well, an angel spoke to Mary. She didn't say, she said she heard him. So I don't know.
Yeah, so when people say God spoke to me, it's not usually an audible sound. It's movement in your heart or something.
I remember I don't know if it was, that wasn't, one of the people that were in one of the congressional meetings about this came out, and I remember, and I probably said it on more than one show here, when a reporter asked him something, he was in a hurry, and it was very brief, and he just said, just lock your doors at night. And the reporter just stopped and said, what? And the guy walked away. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean. We're all still left in the dark, and we've been left in the dark for 70 years.
I think we've been in the dark since the Dark Ages.
Well, yeah. So there's got to be one heck of a good reason why they're not telling us, and I think one of the reasons may be it would be so dismantling of everything we believe. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to go back. I'll pull up this article from Christianity Today in a minute, but here's just the Google search. The question is, are UFOs demonic? And notice there's no AI answer at the top, so I'm wondering what that means. But then you just skim through the topics. Are aliens actually demons? Aliens, demons, or psyops? Catholics
I don't
study.
even know what a psyop is.
Oh, psychological warfare.
Oh, okay.
So the purpose is to do something like instill fear or whatever. Aliens and demons. That's a video, so maybe that would be worth checking out. Final events in the secret government. Okay, so that's linking UFOs to world demise. Demonic aliens, UFOs from inner space. Whoa, okay.
Well, and other dimensions, and
And other dimensions. There you go.
Well, how does
UFOs and demons and the rise of the Antichrist? Well, they put it all together. The end of the world as we know it, and
maybe.
But
I don't know how a vehicle of any kind can travel 2,000 Gs, and not they say ours maximum 19.
And demons don't need vehicles.
Well, that's the same thing. So what's with the vehicles?
There you go.
You know,
what's with the vehicles?
It was
Good
funny
question.
because I had in my mind a Strong Delusion was the movie I had in my mind, and what it was is the demons through humans interbreeded things and ended up with the pig people, which were the big-eyed, round-headed aliens, and they actually had no soul or nothing. They possessed them, walk around with them, and build machinery. And eventually,
so they're just animated things, animated
and
bodies,
they just drop them
like
where they
robots
are.
or something.
And eventually they die, and you just throw them out. And
so they're biological entities, but possessed by demons.
yeah,
Okay.
so just an interesting take on it, you know.
So this is from Christianity Today, since we're positing a demonic thing. I used to subscribe to Christianity Today. The editor was thrown out because of his questions about Trump, and he was fired. Yep. So there you go about bias in the media. A Christian organization letting him go. Anyway, senior government officials won't investigate UFOs because they're demonic. This is the subtitle for the article. That's according to a counterintelligence officer whose new book is shedding light on the Pentagon's most closely. There's always... You and I got to write a book, Jim. And maybe somebody would listen to us. Every so often...
We should write a book, what we know about aliens, and just nothing. Tell them nothing. At the end of it, go, yeah, we still don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So when are we starting?
Well, let's start with the blank page.
All right.
Nothing human can make a 90-degree... This is what you're talking about, the G-forces, at 3,000 miles an hour and survive. So it is not human. So a secret program. It all began with an extraordinary and riveting New York Times article in 2017, which supposedly uncovered the Pentagon's mysterious UFO program. The official name is called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, ATIP, which was led by, you remember this name? Louis Elianzo? He's been on all those documents.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Well, you're the one who points him out to me.
There's another book coming in.
Elizondo grew frustrated at the lack of transparency. He's the guy who led one of those congressional investigations. We'll have to get to this. The demon hypothesis. Well, what they say is always this: extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence. Prove it so. Prove it's demonic and not alien. Off-world. Off-world, outer space, inner space. What's the source?
Last word to you, Terry.
That was it, Jim. Take me to your leader. No, that's not that's that demon-possessed voice. Take me to your leader. Bye-bye for now.